Today is Monday, May 11th, and we are headed back into multiplication. So today you're going to need your math journal. We're going to do lesson 8-2, extended multiplication facts. So we are going to need our song sheets, and we're going to draw pictures of base 10 blocks to help us solve extended facts. So please get out your math journal, turn to page 255, and that's where we will start today. Also, grab your song sheet because we'll need it. I'll get my stuff ready while you do you. Okay. So here's where we're starting. Lesson 8-2, extended math facts for multiplication. We are going to be using little symbols like this for base 10, not real ones. So this is going to represent the ones place. This is going to represent our tens, and this is going to be hundreds. We've drawn this a million times, but it's been a while. So we are going to multiply these three facts, and we're going to see how they changed each time. So set 1 starts with 2 times 3. We can easily sing our songs or skip count. 2 3s. Looks like 3 and 3. 3, 6. We know it's 6. Or 2, 4, 6. But what this is saying is we have 2 rows of 3. So here's 1 row, 2 rows, 2 rows with 3 in each row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it goes back to a lovely array. So we see 6 there. So we know that 2 times 3 is 6. Now we have 2 times 30. Whoa. Well, let me show you this. We don't sing our songs up to 30, but we sing it up to 12. But if I just told you to look at 2 times 3, you would have what? 6, right? Yeah, so if we have 2 rows, 1 row, 2 rows, how many, this is 3 what? It's 3 tens. So our tens look like this. 1, 2, 3 tens, and 1, 2, 3 tens. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60. But if you notice, 2 times 3 is 6, and then we just tack on that 0. Add that 0 to the end of it. See? 2 times 3 is still 6, but it wasn't 3 by itself. It was 3 tens. So 3 tens makes it a difference. And we're going to do the same for this one. 2 times 300. Whoa. 2 rows, 2 rows of 300s. So our hundreds look like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like that. 2 rows of 300. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Again, 2 times 3 is still 6, but this one has 2 zeros added to the end. 600, like that. So, if we look at the original fact, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 30 is 60, 2 times 300 is 600. So we're going to do these, and we're going to draw it out. That way, that when we get back to this side, it'll not be as intimidating. So let's look at set 2. This time we have 3 times 5. That is doing 3 rows, 1, 2, 3 rows with 5 in each row. We know our 5s, we know our 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And we stop there. We know that's 15. But we're going to draw a picture because this makes it a little more challenging with our zeros. So 3 rows with 5 in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could sing 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, or 5, 10, 15. Either way, we get 15. So that brings us to the next one. And if this is confusing, remember, just pause me. I can be paused. 3 times 50. Whoa. Well, I'm going to change this. 3 rows of 50, but this time 3 rows of 5. But that 5 is really a 10. So I need 3 rows with 5 tens in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could skip count by tens for that one. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. How much do I get? Well, 3 times 5 is still 15. Nothing changed. The only thing that changed is that wasn't just a 5. It was 5 tens. So I'm going to tack on that 0 at the end of this and make it 150. So here's my picture that shows it, and here's the little trick. It's only going to work when we've got just a plain old 10. And now we have 3 times 500. Whoa, 3, still nothing changing, 3 times 5, but the only thing that's changing is that's not just a 5, it's 500s now. So our picture is going to look like this. We're going to have the squares to represent 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Each one of these represents 100. So this is 1 row of 500, 2 rows of 500. That makes 1,000, plus 500 more is 1,500. So I could count by hundreds like this. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500. But I know that 3 times 5 is still 15, just like we've come across the whole way. But that's not just 15, it's 15 hundreds. 1,500. So we can tack on those 2 zeros right here. And what we notice in each set as they're progressing is it's not just staying at 5. We notice that it's still the same 2 numbers we're multiplying, but it's a different variation. It's tens and hundreds that's being multiplied by. We're going to use these examples to help us on the next page, because that's where you're going to show if you understand, not so much this bottom part. So turn your page to 256, and you're going to see this. Identify a basic fact you can use to help you solve the following extended facts. So, if we look at number 1, it says 5 times 70. Whoa, we didn't count our 5s to 70. We counted them to 12. But you do know the basic fact. If I just cover up this 0, I'm going to see the basic fact is 5 times 7. And that we do know. 5 times 7. So we can sing by our 5s or 7s. I'll do both for you. We'll start with 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. All right, we got 35 for that. And then if we do 7s, 7, 14, 21, 21, 28, 35. Yes, we got 35 both times. We know that 5 times 7 is 35. So now we need to figure out, well, how does that help us find 5 times 70? Remember, this is the same. 5 times 7 is still 35, but now we're doing 7 tens. So that 0 has to get added to the end of our 35. Because we didn't do 5 ones times 7 ones, we did 5 ones times 7 tens, which makes us get 350, because we have to tack on that 0 at the end, because that's the only thing that changed. So I want you guys to try to do number 2 and 3 on your own. I'm going to do number 4 with you so that you can try number 5, because some of you will see the division and you'll get freaked out, but you don't have to worry because we know how to do this. It's the opposite of multiplication. So you are going to do number 2 and 3 alone. I'm doing number 4. So you can just work along with me for number 4 and then after go back and do 2 and 3. This one's 320 divided by 4. OMG. It's going to take me forever to sing my 4 to 320. But check this out. I know I can sing my 4s to 32. So my new number model can be 32 divided by 4. And if you guys remember, they can undo each other. Try this. Turn it around. 4 times what equals 32? Well, that's a good one. We can just sing our 4s. I'm singing my 4s. Oh, yeah. My 4s. Uh-huh. My heart's, oh, yard, on fire for my 4s. Oh, yeah. Bum, bum, bum. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. 32. What do you see? 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 times 8 is 32. So 32 divided by 4 must be 8. But remember, that was 32 tens, which was 320. We know 8 times 4 is 32. So 4 times what is 320? What do we have to do to that 8? We know it's still going to be an 8, but check this out. What do you see? That 0. Let's put that 0 over here. 4 times 80 is 320. That's the tricky one. So I want you guys to use this one to help you. Use this one to help you with the division one. Remember, we're maybe a little rusty with our math facts for multiplication, so it's going to be a really good idea for you to check back with your multiplication songs and go back and see those silly videos. Okay? This one's a tough one, but I'm excited to get back into it. I miss you and I love you, and good luck with our lesson.